Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to each and every one of you this morning to our broadcast. Arvin Don, let us know if you're hearing us loud and clear. Eric Williams, Leslyn Hamilton, and we got Faith and Forbes and Wernella. We got Penelope, Mandy, Juliet, all our favorite folks joining us this morning. A very good morning to each and every one of you. A very, very rainy morning in the national capital city where we are. And I know where some of you are joining us from. Jilly G says it's loud and clear. Thank you so much for that. I know where some of you are joining us from. Y'all would rather the rain to the cold. Y'all would rather the rain to the cold, but it is what it is. You want the rain. Come home. The cold stepping in. I saw some colleagues in New York. So yesterday they were sending videos and photographs. The first set of snow for the season, and it's all downhill from here. The first set of snow, and if all goes well, I would like to be on that side for the holidays. I'd like to be in the cold for the holidays, but let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. Y'all know we ain't got money, so who knows? Good morning. Good morning, folks. How y'all and doing? Troy and Denise and Everett and Mandy and all the other folks are joining us. 300 folks already have jumped on. 1,200 emoji. Marlon says it's cold. Darren says it's cold. Who sent y'all in the cold? Who did? Y'all like the nice living, huh? We all deserve the nice living, We all deserve it. I was talking to a colleague of mine yesterday morning, called me from, where is this? One of those European countries. Copenhagen, wherever it was, She said that the kids are grown now. We're comparing notes. And she says she wants to give more of her time now. She has a successful career. She wants to give of her time. And she said she's been trying to do that here. See if she can do some work in the national interest, remotely. Or if needs be, you come every now and again and you. She said it's the hardest thing ever. It's the hardest thing ever. You know? So I said to some of y'all, come. We got all money now, come. But might be the hardest thing ever. Right? So my colleague was telling me, she said, I haven't been home in close to 20 years. I said, you're missing nothing here. Don't even let it detain you. Don't even let the thought detain you. You're missing nothing. You know? For all this oil and gas, and we've been pumping gas 5 years now, man. The Cummins and the others. Man, they say I almost stayed home. You know? Almost stayed home. Right? Leslyn says she's in Minnesota. It's cold. It's cold all over the US. How about Florida? Anybody in Florida? It's cold. It's cold. Hope y'all get warm. Hope your heating bill paid and what's that. And y'all get warm. We got quite a few things to share with you guys this morning. Deborah Pearson and Denise Champagne and Deborah, Leslyn, Derek, Marlon, and Mandy. It's cold. Sil Burt is here, and of course, beautiful Jilly G. Juliet Mickle is here, and Avril and Edward and Claudia Gibson and all the other beautiful folks joining us this morning. And somebody don't know we're on air and trying to call us by phone. Such is the nature of the work. Sharma E. Grant Melville is on too, and Donette, right? Is Donette telling us it's cold in New Jersey too? Is it cold there too? Yeah, cold in Jersey. You know, it's cold here too. We had a little rain this morning. It's cold. It's a little nippy outside. You got to bundle up. You know, got to bundle up. A lot of things happening, folks. You know, I regret we got to start on a bit of sad note. So let me apologize in advance to all of you watching us. I didn't remember until it was pointed out to me that today is the birth anniversary of Adrianna Younge. My God. We remember this national tragedy. And we remember all the reasons why this government got questions to answer. When they go upstairs and write down here, a lot of them, you have a lot of questions to answer. This young lady lost her life, Doubleday Hotel. You know the whole thing, top to bottom. 23rd day of April, went missing at that pool with her family. The people searched that place. As we say in our family, I don't know if you say it in yours, with a fine teeth comb. Search that place. You know? And then a gentleman, I don't know if you all remember, there was a gentleman who went and he said, y'all are searching good, and he searched the pool himself. And more than searching the pool himself, James and Simone and Juliet, he was live. He said, look, this thing, y'all can't see it. Nothing is in here, and it was only left he jump in and dive wrong. He searched the pool. He said nothing was here. All of us saw that. 24th of April. I remember it was a morning like this. You know, I was on the live here, and you all say, Sherry, I'm going over the river. You're not going over? I said, well, let me go see what's happening on this side. All right. Bearing in mind, we had spent the previous day in Essequibo. We had spent the previous day on an outreach in Essequibo talking to rights farmers about their concerns. And when we were coming back in the evening, There was a small group. The thing hadn't built. The same evening of the 23rd. Could remember passing and seeing, and I remember close to town there was what's her name? Laura Batson talking to the public, and I said, well, this girl can turn up. You know the whole thing top to bottom from here. Police said, no, she's not in there, and they see with their own eye. She was going in a red and black Ram. They said we see with our own eye. That's what they said. They wonder why we got trust issues in this country with authority. And people wonder why we watch a whole police force lie to us. Oh, somebody spotted girl at some place, and somebody spotted girl here and there, and it's some hot girl, and at 11 she's a hot girl, and it's some boyfriend story, and when it wasn't boyfriend, was abduction. And I remember going over that bridge that morning. We weren't quite over the old bridges yet, and you hear body in the pool. My God, body in the pool. By the time we got there, what area is that? Virgin Nugent, wherever the hotel is. We got there, hotel on fire already. Body in the pool. You see why this country got issues with the police force? You think you understand why this country got issues with the Ghana police force? We remember. Adrianna Younge would have been 12 today. She would have been 12 today. We remember. And that's why when you hear them telling you certain things, the trust deficit is days like today. The gap keeps widening. That's why when you hear about this bombing, and you had 2 previous episodes and all of that, you had one at the East Ramveld Police Outpost and another one at the GPL substation in South Ramveld. You all told us was a bombing. We never got to the end of that. Never got to the end of that investigation. And then here we are a third time. And you hear a man came from Venezuela by boat, landed somewhere where nobody ain't watching the borders, made his way till in the city. Same day, detonated that device that would ultimately claim the life of Soraya Bourne. Another young woman. This government got blood in their hands. Another young lady lost her life. They tell us all manner of things. And yet that man who came with boat the same day, carried out that dastardly attack the same day, that man went somewhere in Region 3, just liming. Casually liming. You all know the whole story, top to bottom. Casually, just taking a lime in there. People who could build a bomb and bring an explosive device and detonate it. Just got the clothes liming wrong. Got some girlfriend and Guyanese who helped and all of that. There's a trust deficit. It's a dangerous thing to be young in this country right now. Dangerous thing. You got your kids, your nephews and your niece, them. You better hold them close and watch. Dangerous thing. So Soraya Bourne was laid to rest over the weekend. Oh boy. Syria Bourne was laid to rest over the weekend. And my heart grieved because as the shadow for APNU for Home Affairs, I submitted a litany of questions, a catalog of questions, because we have to get to the bottom of this thing. And one of the questions is compensation for the family and the interim. You see that mangled car? That mangled car was still in that crease to the left there. And that explosion flung that car in the air and landed where it is there. Huh? Destroyed this young lady's life. Syria Bourne, 6 years old. And wreaked havoc in her family, injured so many injured. Right, so many injured. Janika Hooper was injured. Yvonne Jonas was injured. Cydia McClintock was injured. Richard Lord was injured. And this physical injury, we ain't talk on the inside now. We ain't talk like on the inside. Because all like thing like this happen now. I want to see car again, you know. Much more gas station. We ain't talk about the trauma. And when you hear these incredible stories, you know, and that seemed to be fading from public view already. And that's why we must ask the tough questions. Because we got to get it to the bottom of it. But what hurt me? It hurt me. I was made to understand that the government has given these people a $250,000. Is that cash grant? A one-off? Then people should bring a lawsuit against the government, the gas station. When I watch them in all the fancy uniforms and so on, these high officials, no doubt we got some professionals. Right? We got some true professionals in this thing, in the security sector. Right? But then you got it's just some little pageant peacocks, you know, strutting the stuff. And when you see them coming through with a briefcase and the outriders and the big gas guzzling vehicles, and you know, they step out the door and men salute them and flags flying and all kinds of things, you get the impression we safe. You get the impression we safe. But you don't know. A man, according to them, in a river, in a boat, sailing to you, bomb in hand, slipping through all the security architecture, could detonate in the heart of the city. If that don't wake you up, and the allegations are out there, this hotel this gas station rather, is owned by a government minister, and right, a number of allegations out there, and drug run-ins and deal went sour and all kinds of things. You hear about these men they have in custody currently. They allege that they're part of a syndicato and all manner of things. You see, we gotta get to the bottom of it. Why is it on this administration's tenure, these things are like They become the norm. Why is it? Why is it? Could you imagine you had a bombing, according to them, a terrorist bombing in the heart of the city? Thanks to the folks who thwarted where the gentleman wanted to put this device initially, right? Shondell Smith. Thanks to that attendant. Could have been much worse. But what they've demonstrated is that they can reach out and hurt us almost with impunity. With impunity. And it's like we even learning. Because you know what? I passed a gas station recently, and there's a bin right next to the fuel pump. I was in astonishment. There was a bin right next to the fuel pump. Pim. Who owned the gas station? The mobile gas station, Regent and King Street. Who's the owner? Why is that? Why is that secret, man? Why is that secret? Everything is hush hush. That's state secret too. Well, you know what allegations are there? $250,000. $250,000. In some places, there's a boat ride from your house to come to town. A boat and a plane, and not finish. 250,000. That's what your trauma is worth. Your physical scars, the death of a 6-year-old. Dashed in your chest. The escape culpability, and life goes on. Life goes on. That's how we're training the next generation. That this cadre here, untouchable. Right? They knock you down, shoot you, maim you, kill you. Don't even waste your breath. Nothing come of it. Keep moving. You know, when you see Jesus, say hello for me. Keep moving on. We in a bad way. We in a little bad way. We in a bad way. You hear me? We in a bad way. But I tell you this. For them boys, life goes on. Life goes on. Life goes on. We got a lot of work to do in this country. Our thoughts and prayers with the Bourne family. Our thoughts and prayers with them. The Young family. They are a young family. No pun intended there. Young people trying to make it in life. Lost the 11-year-old. Right? You go to swim, a little family fun day. You know you're coming back, you know. You don't know. You don't know a routine Sunday afternoon for buy a little chicken. They're gonna wreck your whole family up. You know what I saw over the weekend? I told you all I was at MP Vince Roy Jordan, Pastor Vince Roy Jordan's church over the weekend. And I met the father of, it was either Isaiah Joel, Henry. Met his father there, fellowshipping. He'd been to church there. When I saw this man, I remembered the mothers of those boys now dead and gone. I got a letter in today's, that I sent to today's press. A letter I sent to the newspapers. And part of it is talking about business of the house being languishing on the order paper in the National Assembly. You remember September 2020, we brought a motion on the Henry Boys issue in the National Assembly. We brought a motion for debate and discussion on the Henry Boys murder. And a government kicked that down the road for 5 years, effectively killing it now that the life of the 12th Parliament came to an end. Both mothers have died, have not seen justice for those young boys hacked to death in a back dam in cotton tree or cotton field, whatever the name of the place is, cotton tree, hacked to death. And a government decide this motion will not be heard in the National Assembly. Will not be heard. You know, I saw some commentary this morning. I saw some commentary about the leader of the opposition. Two issues. The fact that there is no chairman for Region 10 as yet, and there is no leader of the opposition as yet. Right? And I'm going to limit my comments only to say that I saw some folks come in very, very heady. Bills out up new and cost down up new. I say, y'all show us now. How y'all gonna do it? The floor is yours. Show us. Show us. Show us how you're gonna do it. Show us. No chairman in London. No leader of the opposition. Right? No leader of the opposition. So, the young man who was pointed out, he said, don't let me pretend that everything is okay. I said, well, the floor belongs to win. Win for the win. You gotta come to front now. You gotta come to front now. I'm surprised that you haven't heard this yet. You've seen or heard a press conference how to win as the major party now in the opposition. I'm surprised by that. I'm surprised they have not announced any shadow ministry positions as yet. I'm very surprised by that. And Parliament has reconvened. We were pushing for Parliament to reconvene. Parliament has reconvened. I'm very surprised I have not seen a coherent legislative agenda out of win. Right? So it's not only chairman and vice chairman. It's not only chairman and vice chairman. You know? It's the point I'm making. People are waking up to realize the thing is not as easy as you thought it was. That's the point I'm making. Right? If you think you could do it, now's the time. The floor is wide open. Right? The floor is wide open. You all wanted the presidency? Okay, you don't get it yet. But you got other things. What's going on here? Let me restrict my comments. Right? 2 months ago, rationalizing this issue, several questions I prepared on this whole issue of this sanction or whatever the case might be. Sanctions and extraditions and all that. And that's why I thought, if people were thinking strategically, now that they have the floor, how they might go about these issues. Right? But alas, here we are. And we're ceding too much space for the people to come and tell me nonsense. Too much space. So yesterday I saw there was a Berbice a Berbice Development Summit. There was a Berbice Development Summit. And I saw Berbice saying, well, when we look at this summit, we've seen they got about 3 people from Berbice here. You see, we are not interrogating, scrutinizing, holding accountable, putting the feet to the fire, the PPP, because we're distracted on what you'd call extraneous matters. I would seem as though some people can't walk and chew gum at the same time. Right? You can't walk and chew gum at the same time. You got to know to deal with that issue over there, this one in front of the one at the back and the one at the side. All at the same time. So I had my ears listening to this summit here. And then some Barbicians say, well, it's very Barbicians there at the Berbice Summit for development and so on. Where the people for the thing there? You got more tongue people. You know, tongue people is 30 to 1. 30 to 1. We got a lot of issues on the national stage, on the front border of this country, that desires attention and desires leadership. And I invite my parliamentary colleagues in the parliamentary opposition to let us rise to the task, and the moment beckons us. You're putting an ear to the Berbice conference? Did you folks? You also people that you know? At the Berbice conference, people said they didn't see a lot of Berbicians. Right? I can tell them that they're wrong. Is that what? That's what you want me to do? Tell them that they're wrong? People say they didn't see a lot of people from Berbice anything. Huh? Sometimes you even see the thing yourself. Sometimes you don't see the conference, the summit yourself, because you're distracted too. You're distracted as well. So it's a 3-day summit they're telling us. Let me come back. It's a 3-day summit they're telling us, right? It's being held, hosted at the Marriott, dedicated to shaping the digital and industrial future of Berbice. People said they didn't see a lot of Berbicians. That's what I'm telling you. Did not see a lot of Berbician. Did not. But you're a little distracted, so you might not have seen that. I saw we signed a new PSA, production sharing agreement. Signed a new PSA. Whew. I saw $17 million signing bonus. Not just to throw it in to sweeten the deal. Right? To sweeten the deal. $17 million. Bikram Bharat and so on involved here. You know, all well and good. I just want the thing redound to the benefit of the people of this country. That's all I'm asking for. This is a company, a consortium comprising Qatar Energy, Total Energies, right, and Petronas. Qatar Energy, Total Energies, and Petronas. That's the consortium there. My thing with this is, the money can't just flow one way. The money can't just flow one way. When you look at the other general's report. Don't take our word for it. Don't just on Facebook all the time. Read out the general's report. Instagram, TikTok, X. Read the Auditor General's report. We're spending right now $3 billion a day. $3 billion a day. JG, how much of that coming by you? Eva, Mandy, Kirk, how much of that coming by you? Andrew Griffith, how much of that is yours? $3 billion a day. When you look at the numbers, we're taking out $1 billion a day from the Natural Resource Fund. Your lives have improved. Has your lived experience improved? Right? And here Sheila Baichel asking a critical question. Why the Berbice Summit was not held in Berbice, which would have spurred the local economy? And if the local economy spur, how the Marriott economy can spur? How the Marriott economy can spur and the room occupancy and so on? The thing don't fall by itself. You catch? As a friend of mine would say. You catch? You catch? So Total Energies, the Ministry of Natural Resources, the Qatar, Confab, Qatar Energy, Total Energy, Petronas. It's nice time. As I said to you, friends at the time. You see? Family and favorites and flatterers, all them at the time. It's about time now for the Guyanese people. Right? It is about time now for the Guyanese people. That's the day I want to see, man. That's the day I want to see. Right? That's the day I want to see. People don't have to depend. You know? Look how we deal like mendicants. When the next cash grant come in? You know? That's like when somebody passes and says, I can take a raise. I can take a raise. You know? You got the destitute saying, no, I can take a fried rice and a small coke. You're going on the roads in the evening, you'll see how many more people being added to the streets in this country as destitutes. I think more people outside of homes than inside. More outside than inside. That ought to concern somebody, man. Right? They got to concern somebody. That ought to concern somebody. But we're watching it. And we will continue to push. We continue to hold the government accountable. It isn't as easy as a lot of people thought it was. It's not as easy. It's not a walk in the park. It's not a cake shop as you thought it was. At least let us admit that and own it. Own it. As I said, this production sharing agreement, a new production sharing agreement signed recently. Right? Signed recently. And so that's one of the things we're looking at. You know what else we're seeing? How many of you admit you're getting old? How many of you admit you're getting old? I told my wife last night, I said, don't get worried. But the past couple of days, I feel my chest a little tight. I see some of you about to write something with Bush. I see it in my spirit. Some of you about to write something with Bush. Fever grass or something like that. Fever grass or something like that. Right? How many of you trying old age, but you don't really like it? Right? You accept it for what it is. You're really digging it, you see? You're not really digging it. I saw there were some successful um, operations, as it were, at the Georgian Public Hospital Corporation, where people are doing good. We're going to say it, and we're doing crap. Forgive us. We can say it too. All right? They did several joint replacements. I was reading this story and my joint started aching. Do you ever get that? You're reading something medical and says symptoms of it is coughing, scratching, and so on, and then you start feeling everything suddenly. You start feeling everything quick, fast, in a hurry. 28 joint replacement. You see? Done recently at the Georgetown Hospital. No, it's not 28. Let me see. They said the hospital's orthopedic team has now completed 136 joint replacement surgeries for the year. And I said all of it has been performed by local specialists. You know, I know in this little rainy weather in the capital, all the joints and so on, you know, not as thing as they used to be, eh? Not as thing as they used to be, but we gotta keep pressing on, right? With your one good foot, the old knee, the elbow, the little itis, whatever it is, we gotta keep pressing on. That's why I say for the weekends, make sure you're getting your little walk. Look, Auntie, you don't just stay home all the time. All the time you're there from the gate to the, you know, you're full in water, watering plant. Take a little walk and you see what? A Sunday afternoon. I like the park for the greenery. You know? I a tree sign. You know, somebody's a water sign and so on. I a forest sign. I like to be among the trees and hear the birds and what's not. I a forest sign. So I like walking in the park and, you know, listen to the wind rustling in the leaves and the birds and, you know, go and see the sea lions there, the manatee, they're moving up from the zoo and what have you. If the guards not being too pickish and if the washrooms are clean, it's even better day. I see the First Lady Park falling apart already. The fountain don't work. Somebody they bring some of the flooring for the kids play, some chip used car tires and all kinds of things, and the whole thing look run down. Less than a year after the children's park there was launched. I just definitely trees. We good with starting everything. We good with starting everything like the 20 feet apart bins by Starbuck Market. Let me check. Let me check back in 3 days. Right? The first day after the thing was launched, patient taken out. Oh look, it's nighttime and they're clearing it. Early days yet. Early days yet. You see, but let us take care of ourselves, please. Please. You all know us big people, we got to stick together. Us big people, we got to stick together, man. Come on. Come on now. We got to stick together. One day at a time, sweet Jesus, is all I'm asking of you. We big people, we got to stick together. Please and thank you. Got to stick together. The road out there, boy. That road is rough. That road is rough. You know, it's rough. Young man lost his life on that road yesterday morning. Lost his life on the roads out there. It's rough. You know, it's rough. Margaret, right? Margaret says, no maintenance, Sherrod. Guyana does not maintain. Naomi says, Guyanese need to take care of things when they get it correct. Correct. Hold on. I'll come back to the story. As y'all detail me there. Still in the national park. I bust in a lap around the national park. The lions or whoever they are, you know, put down a nice reading area. A nice bookshelf in the shape of a house and something else they got in a corner there. whoever it is, if it's not the Lions, it's those similar organizations, whatever they are, they do good work. That thing is not a year old. You know, you could go and read. You open it, you take out a book, you read, you put it back, or you bring a book or what have you. You could read in the park. There's some nice benches there. When I go walking or running, I ain't got my phone and stuff. If you see how they smash it up, smash up this thing. If you see how they smash it up, that's why I tell y'all, everything is the government. Some of it is we. I go in some washrooms and wonders who dismantled this bowl here. Jesus mercy. Why you can't just go, use the thing properly, take care, and so on, and leave it for others? Why? Why? The whole thing, the little glass doors for the little shelf to open and take, you could see the books through it and so on. Very nice how the organization did it. They smash it. Why? Because you like book? Book is of the devil now? Oh, Jesus, like. We got a long way to go. Everything is the government. Some of it is we. As I said, the young man lost his life. You know? Lost his life. Yesterday, early morning accident. Recently. So sad. So sad. We gotta slow down on these streets, folks. We gotta slow down on these streets. You hear me? We gotta slow down on these streets. Slow down. Colwyn Seeley, just 18, you know. I ain't telling young people, if you meet 20, Jesus Lord, it's dangerous to be young in this country. Babies drowning, children, babies getting knocked down, you know. Young people being stabbed to death, murdered, accident. It's dangerous. Colwyn Seeley is just 18. When he was in this accident yesterday morning and succumbed to his injuries. You know, 4 a.m. we're told. This vehicle PAE 4628. Sorry, the accident was on Sunday. He succumbed yesterday, to be accurate. The accident was on Sunday. He succumbed yesterday. Right? It said Seeley, with an occupant in the vehicle, one Jaden Edwards, 15, both from Iconi, East Coast Denver. They were speeding on the northern side of Bath Settlement Public Road when he veered into the southern side, hit a road plow, and then collided with a parked lorry. He flipped about 10 feet and then eventually crashed into a fence before the vehicle came to a halt. He was 18 years old. He was 18 years old. Our thoughts and prayers with his family. Our thoughts and prayers with Colwyn Seeley's family and all those who knew and loved him. Thoughts and prayers with them. Slow down, folks. Slow down, folks. And let me arrive alive. Good folks, slow down out there and let me arrive alive. I beg of you. And let's end on a higher note. And let's end on a high note, period. Let's end on a high note. As we saw the police force yesterday and throughout this week educating our students on good road safety. And I want to give them a shout out this morning. Give them a shout out this morning. We have no problem saying well done when we see good happening. But the Canada Police Force got a far a far way to go. Right? This was a good outreach. What you're looking at here, they were on the Essequibo coast. This is the Abram Zul Secondary School. They tell us, right? Abram Zul Secondary School. They ranks from the Regional Police Division number 2, Region 2. They had an interactive session and tackled a broad range of important topics designed to engender better behavior and awareness of student population and road usage, using pedestrian crossings appropriately, road safety, and the cause of road accidents. They talked about youth crime and the impact also of peer pressure. Good initiative, right? Good initiative. Good initiative. I don't know if they do it now. You guys who watch us who got kids in the system still, you can tell me. Right? You can tell me. But when I was at primary school, we had a road safety class. Does that still happen now? Road safety was a course, was a subject. Right. Then I remember that it was an orange thing you had to put on when you were doing road safety duty. Road safety was a class you took. You know, learning about the traffic light and pedestrian crossing and all of that. And perhaps because we've come away from those things, we're seeing the effects now. We dash away national service, like we dash away the Bertram College or the public service. And now we balling. We balling. I saw your friend with a 5:30 meeting yesterday saying people not using the single window system. They've abandoned it and all manner of things. I wonder why. Because they got a government who themselves don't like systems. They don't like systems. Before they promote the Chief Justice and the Chancellor in the normal way, they're gonna bring somebody from the CCJ for go and talk to Arbery and talk to this body and try to do a mechanician and a backdoor arrangement and all of that. Systems don't work. Right? Systems don't work. Faye says the patrol belt. Thank you, Faye. That was a course you had a class about a subject, road safety. You had to go to the class or the teacher came to you and you learn about crossing the road and look right and look left and then look right again if the road is clear. My wife and I in town yesterday morning and so we there because you know I driving Miss Daisy and even still some people just walk out from behind some vehicle. I said, look, these people want you to be responsible for them for the rest of their life. The people on the e-motorbike and the keke and the Prado and the Hummer and the Lambo and so on. And you got your little flambeau. The people in the BYD and everybody and this and that. You know? People honking their horn and trying to run you off the road and all kinds. Now we dash away everything. Road safety was boredom. Right? National service is boredom. Now young people are going to do. We got 10-day workers now. Come and learn a skill. Learn the job. We gave 40,000. 10-day worker. You see? We don't like structure. Whether structures as in system or structure in your life. We don't like them. Hard work with him, hard work. Hard work. Yeah, I can hard work. I can smuggle gold. They got Lambo with me name. Folks, y'all have a good morning. Let us leave it there. Let's pray for our country. People of faith who with us. Let's pray for the country. Pray for the country. We dash with the baby, the bath water, the tub, everything we dash with. Let me pray for the country. Thoughts and prayers with the Young family this morning as they reflect on the 12th birthday of Adrianna Younge, 12th birthday in heaven. And thoughts and prayers with the Bourne family and all the young people we're losing to accidents and killing and murder and this and that and whatever. Transitioning this life far too soon. Our thoughts and our prayers are with the parents, with families, with communities, our thoughts and prayers. What I thought about the other day, I was talking to I think Vince Roy and my wife and some other folks, and I'd love to see the church or religious organizations, period, play a greater role in this country's development in the future. Too many of them just on the sidelines. And I don't feel the contact of the church necessarily. I feel the prayers, but I think there's so much more than that. The church, as far as I know it, the Christian community in this country is the largest non-governmental organization, largest, the Christian community. And it's sad that way to the church, the physical way to the church, is not felt in decision making. I want to touch base with some people who in the church mode now, who feel the call of God in their life for public service, for politics. We need some good people in this thing, boy. We need some good folks in this thing who got the right focus and motive. And let me leave it there. We're going to see you guys on the next one. Stay safe. We see you on the other side of the day. We see you on the other side of the day. Naomi, I see you comment here. Naomi said, I wanted Muhammad prayer, but I ain't got the money. My God. That's why the good book says many going to say, Lord, Lord. And on that great and terrible day. All right. I preach you now. Stay safe, folks. Have a fantastic